and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Was there supposed to be a leitmotif there? Let's talk about Deadpool. For those who don't know, Deadpool was created in 1991 by Rob Liefeld. And yes, I know it's coming. Dude! Deadpool rocks! He's got guns, and knives, and pouches, and guns! And yes, the original Deadpool fell prey to all the problems of Liefeld's usual work. He has terrible anatomy, pointless costume pieces, kills indiscriminately, and is a ripoff of Wolverine. To be fair, Deadpool is also a ripoff of DC's Deathstroke the Terminator, because apparently you do the Deathstroke in the Deadpool. Fortunately for the world, Deadpool was taken over by other authors and injected with a giant dose of insanity and self-awareness. Recently, Deadpool has encountered a surge of popularity, probably due to the internet's fascination with "Why Ninja Spider-Man Punch Kitty Pryde?" and their general love of self-aware superheroes. He's been appearing on any number of comic covers, plus 4 or 5 monthly titles, as well as a new movie in the works. That doesn't count! It's gotten to the point where alternate reality Deadpools are popping up like daisies, which brings us to today's comic. So let's dig into Lady Deadpool #1. We start off with the cover, and there's something not right here. Are those pasted on?
They're not breasts, okay? They're Dalek bumps.
Ah, that makes more sense. Anyway, apart from the bumps and the fact that her legs are growing out of the front of her hips, the cover isn't too bad. Sure, it's not very dynamic, but it works to explain who Deadpool is. Junk food, weapons, and bear? I knew it! It was you all along! Bear! Wait. You're not Bear. The comic opens somewhere in a futuristic alternative reality of gluttony and awesomeness, to what is possibly the greasiest, grossest sandwich ever made. The said monstrosity is about to be cut by Lady Deadpool, whose yellow text boxes seem very excited for all this, when she accidentally cuts off her finger instead. Talk about your finger food. Anyway, Deadpool settles down for her snack, listening to a deranged Paula Deen describe a meal even less appetizing than the one currently seen, when the cable goes out! So Deadpool argues with herself on what to do. Mountain's just gonna have to go to Muhammad on this one. Mama needs her stories. Wait, no, stop. There are other ways. You don't have to do this. Yes, we do. We are turning feral and weird. I can smell my own ass. It's time to get service. But you know who's out there, right? Ooh, is it Cable? Regular Deadpool? Robot Tony Stark? No, it's just a riot. Meanwhile, in the hypoallergenic Winfield cafeteria of a multinational technology company and copyright holder of the High Five, Bajillion Squillion, suck it, Greed! I don't understand. All Klingon princesses, all day. Shiny inbred face. What? Do we really need another crackhead diabetic with a hoarding problem? And why do they want to tango with E-grade Hollywood man-whores? Could gouge my eyes out with a spork. Good riddance. Lady, after reading that, I might join you. What the hell did I just read? Perhaps the little yellow box in the corner will help. Shoshana Einhorn, 37, adopted heiress to a media fortune, journalist, bloodless harpy. We really needed that last bit for clarity, didn't we? Well, it's un-American to watch football on a computer screen. It's unnatural. Arnold Pryor, 63, retired Admiral, U.S. Senator, insists on wearing his uniform all the time. Like, even when washing his RV. Wait a minute, is this supposed to be a parody? A parody of what? Don't cry over spilled milk, Arnold. The boob tube's done. Donezo. No mas. And God, Shoshana, why bother when you're just going to puke it up? A joke about eating disorders. Classy. He goes on to talk about how we owe China all the money ever, our economy sucks, and we're lazy bastards who don't do anything but watch shows on the internet. He rambles a bit about how his laptops will stream all the media in the world and is going to do favors for the other two, But first, in exchange, I expect your best man on this.
Hark, are my awesomely winged ears burning?
'Cause he's got wings on his ears. With no further exposition, we jump back to Lady Deadpool as she ventures out into the world and talks about hitting things. Gadzooks! What do we have here? Holy crap, what I wouldn't give to pile drive his love junk. Charles Randolph Fay, 22, unemployed actor, fledgling revolutionary, goes by Shay, would totally wear a beret, ergo, big tool. Huge.
Has one or is one?
I'm guessing the latter. For no reason other than he's the requisite stud, Deadpool begins to fawn all over him, until someone tries to recruit Deadpool for the coming revolution. Seriously, with this art, I can't tell if that's a man or a woman. All that gets ignored, though, as the great and glorious Shay gives his first words of the comic. Is it Hans? Or is it me? It's you! It's so you! That actually hurt to say. Our government is impotent. As an actor, nay, a thespian who has been cast out of his craft. As a reviewer, nay, as an internet personality, it is my duty to review this travesty of art and man. Deadpool decides hot and vapid is the way she wants to go, and starts following Shay around like a lost puppy, if the lost puppy were indestructible and had voices in its head, while a very short person of an unknown gender acts as voyeur. This culminates in a speech given by Shay to his massive amount of followers as Deadpool chills in a dress. With frills. The peace and my sense of boredom are shattered when an unfortunate-looking man stands up in the front row. I've got a question. Why did my wife leave me and my 3 kids to follow you like some groupie slut? Buddy, look at me, and then look at you. I'm sorry, is this a trick question? Oh, when I was missing that frying pan of subtlety. Clearly, the best response is to throw a shoe at the blonde brat, and... No, not the face! Okay, I know we're lacking for action, blood, and glory in this comic, but really comic? She gets her teeth knocked out by a shoe from some fat out-of-shape guy? Really? Actually, she probably has scurvy from only eating junk food for the entire comic. That's why her teeth fall out at the drop of a shoe. Deadpool retaliates with lots of bullets, then muses over the happiness of ugly people before being swept off her feet and kissed. Although this might just be an illusion. Meanwhile, back at the Pigeon, it's Tristan and Cap. Well, Tristan and Jen, actually. In this universe he's called General America. Must have got a promotion. Implications, insinuations, Shay's girlfriend is a plant, Tristan uses the word sugar boobs, and some really sketchy stuff is going on in the background. I mean, there's a guy with a knife, a man in a pimp suit, and, oh, hey, it's Bum! Oh my god, this is the greatest cameo I've ever had in my life! That was weird. So, Deadpool bursts in a fit of jealous rage and proceeds to murder both Shay and the plant.
And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
No, actually, America shows up in the nick of time to take Shay away from all this. Though the upcoming fight looks promising, Deadpool gets taken out by a cheap shot to the back, and that's it for the action. Shay doesn't really want to leave with Jen, but...
Look at me. Your leg is my forearm.
He's got an arm, like a leg, and a punch that would sink a battleship.
One quick cut to a holding cell, and we finally see that Tristan is in the same outfit as Shay, so clearly a catfight should ensue. Instead, we finally get what was hinted at before, that Shay is working for Tristan in exchange for copious amounts of plastic surgery, going from a greasy-haired, square-faced asshole to a gelled-hair, chisel-jaw asshole. Fortunately, the comic realizes that this is boring, and cuts to the andro duo delivering food and flowers to the recently resuscitated merc with a mouth, who, for some reason, has soda cans in her hair. Maybe she's out of curlers? Or singing along to Lady Gaga? 3/4 of a casserole, and 57 minutes later. You know, I wish they'd shown the fight scene that went on just now. I'd give a hand for some actual action. Deadpool rescues Shay and redecorates a little. Said rescuing gets delayed by food, Ikenhead's vending machine, and then interrupted by a shield to the side!
Desist peaceably, Mrs. Wilson.
Miss? I'd take your name if we got hitched, poodle. The smack begins to go down, teeth and weapons flying, until America has Deadpool pinned against the wall. Don't not give it to me 'cause I'm a girl. 'Cause you know what? I love giving it to you.
Well, that was fast and short. Not very satisfying.
America's out, and Shay picks up a gun and points it at... Wait, no, Tristan picks up a gun and points it... Seriously, they're wearing the same suit. Now they have the same face. Can't they at least get a different hair color? And then the other one picks up nunchucks. Okay, one guy has a gun, one guy has the chucks. Chuck guy gets shot, or maybe it missed, and manages to knock off a piece of gun guy's head with a blunt weapon?
Physics doesn't work that way. You can't slice someone's head with a blunt instrument.
Deadpool kneels in the resulting pool of blood, crying over her schmoopy, I guess it was Shay with the shucks, who got shot, and leans in for one last bloody kiss of death.
And that's it. The comic just ends right there. If you turn the page, you just get a solicitation to read Deadpool Corpse.
Sorry, Deadpool Core, although you get a lot of both with Deadpool. It's essentially a team-up of Deadpools, including our current friend, Lady Deadpool, the regular version of Deadpool, Headpool, an undead fiend from Marvel Zombies, Dogpool, from the universe where all the superheroes are super animals, and Kidpool. He's from the universe where everyone's still in high school. He makes 90s Kid look like a bastion of responsibility.
This comic sucks. It tries to be funny, but it just comes off as obnoxious. The art is garbled, the characters are caricatures at best, and the only redeeming quality of having a female Deadpool is ruined when the character spends more time pining over some asshole than producing the snark her counterpart is famous for. In fact... Excuse me one moment. Wow. That was surprisingly easy.